section 3 on this album, and I think this will be the last video of a tutorial because you'll be able to go from here and complete your own album, okay? Now, one of the things I did do is attach a closure. And I don't really have a lot of closures right now. I used to have every closure you could think of. So I just used ribbon. And let me show you. What I have done is put the two pieces of the inside of the covers in because the ribbon is between them and the book. Okay? And then it will close up and tie up when it's done. So what we're going to do today is do the binding here. Then I will put one bag together and put it on the binding so that you can see what a completed bag looks like. And then I will complete the rest of these and put them in the binding, and then we'll go through the book and see what it looks like. Okay, so now let's start with the binding section. The binding I'm using is called a Stack the Deck binding, and it was devised by Laura Dennison. Now, Laura Dennison, I used to watch her religiously. I can remember she had she's from Washington State, I believe, and she had a craft room that was upstairs, maybe like over the garage or something. And I used to watch her all the time. An excellent, excellent crafter, much more proficient than I would ever be, and an artist at the same time. But anyway, she devised this kind of a binding system. Now, the other person that devised one was Kathy Order, and that's not her name now. She's remarried. And so what I'm going to do is just show you how these three pieces work. And I've got 3 pieces. They're all 8 1/4 long. But one of them is 3 3/8. One of them is 2 5/8. And one of them is 1 7/8. So I'm going to start with, and I'm going to do the same thing on all of the pieces. I'm going to score them at 3/4 of an inch on both sides. So there's 3/4 of an inch here. And I'll turn it around, and 3/4 of an inch here. And I'm going to do the same with the next one. If I can pick it up. Gracious sakes. 3/4 of an inch here. And 3/4 of an inch here. And the last one. 3/4 of an inch here. And 3/4 of an inch here. Now that should be all I need this for. If we fold these along the score lines, okay, you will find that this one has one section here. You can see that it's like a book, front and back and a spine, okay? So now we're going to do the next one. And that one has a little bit bigger of a spine. And what we're going to do is we're going to center this one inside this second one. Okay, now we'll do the last one. And that has the largest of the spines. And that one is going to have these two centered inside of it. So there you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hinges for the book. So I'm going to start with this one, and it will need some tape because we're doing hinge to hinge. I think I could use the 1-inch tape for that. Let me get scissors out. I'm not a good tearer of this paper, the tape. Being careful not to go over the score lines. Well, there we go. And we're going to center this one as best we can. And boy, excuse me, I'm going to move this light a little bit closer. It's hard to see the black paper. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we'll take this one. Now this is only going to use a 1/4-inch tape. I don't know how these people just tear this. I never can tear it. Okay, and this one is going to be centered right in the middle of this one. Easy sometimes to put this up so you can see the edge of it. There we go. So now we have the spine, and you want to make it, you want to go back and forth this way and this way so that your pages will lay flat. Okay, so now we're going to do a couple of other things. We're going to tape each side of this spine, each side of each flap. Okay, so we're going to do one on this flap, Okay, I'm going to continue doing this. What I'm going to do is put tape on this side, and after I've done it, I'm going to go back and put tape on this side. Okay, and I'll be back when I've got it all taped. Okay, I have one page decorated. It's going to go like this, and then this flap opens, and it will turn this way, and this is this, and this is the pocket down here. Okay, so now if you remember when we were putting the flaps on, they won't fit all the way down the bottom of these bags, and it's the same with the binding. You see, it won't fit down the bottom of the bag because the bag is closed a little bit. So we have to take this binding and treat it the same way we did with the other things. We're going to go right up. Now let's see. I'm going to go the other way too. Now let's see if this will fit in there. Or do I have to go any higher? It does fit all the way down, but the binding is a little bit long, so I'm going to trim it. Okay, that's easy enough to do. Now let's see if that fits down in there. Good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have to do that to every one of these. So I can do that. I already did it to that one. So let's put this bag on. I'm going to measure it one more time with this first one. It's still measuring just a little bit long, but I can trim them after I get it on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take off the backing on one side. And get the bag lined up. And now I will reach in and get the binding, get the paper off the other side. There you go. And we'll do that with all of the pages, and then we'll put the binding in the book. So here we are with the cover, open the flap, click the page, and there you go. All right, I'm going to get the rest of the pages decorated and in the book, and I'll be back, and we'll see if we have any embellishments. I don't have too many right now, but then we're going to call it quits on this because I have some other projects I need to get going on, some wreaths, and getting the room ready downstairs too. So we will get back to you in just a few minutes. Actually, it won't be a few minutes, but it'll be a few minutes for you. And we'll get the rest of the pages decorated. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so here we go. This is pretty well finished. Not full of pictures, obviously, because many of them haven't been taken yet. But I did put just a few in so you get the idea. So I think the front of it is cute. We have a blueprint here so that we know what we're going to do with a can of paint. Now on the side it says create. And on the back it says colorful and Doodlebug Designs. And then when we open it, we have a few pictures in it already. Now you're not going to be able to see these very well, especially in here because it's dark. The pictures are dark. And that is one of the first things we're going to be remediating, and that's the lighting in there. It's very dark in there. As you can see, this is just a casement window. Okay. But you can see the door. That's looking into the room from across the hall. That's looking down towards the back wall. And these are other pictures of looking in the room. And then this one is the one that's in the pocket. And that's a picture of the closet. And this is some more pictures of, well, this is the closet here. It's just some more pictures. And this you see is what I have put in here. It says 4x6 place photo here. And this is the one in the pocket. And that's all I have done for pictures. But let me just flip through briefly and show you the pages. I'm not really a big fan of this particular paper selection. However, it's the only, I thought it was perfect because it's all tools and everything. So that's it. I did not put tags inside the pocket, which there is a place to do inside the bag. Okay? There's a place right here that you can put tags. I did not. I won't need them. But if I get little incidentals that I want to save, I can always add those into the pockets. So there you go. There's our little book we got made out of paper bags so that we can keep a track of the transformation of that room. Now that room is about 10.5 by 19, so say 20 by 15, something like that. Okay. So we'll get that started. But the next video, craft video we're going to have is be doing my summer wreath. One of the summer wreaths. Because by that time it'd be almost time to take down the patriotic wreaths. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I will be with you again this weekend, coming with a food video. I'm sorry I didn't do one last weekend. We had a wedding in Vermont, and we had just gotten in from a 12-hour drive, which I drove 11 out of the 12 hours, and I was just not in any condition to make a video of any kind. So anyway and anyhow, I hope you enjoyed. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel. And I'll see you Sunday for Cook With Me. It's going to be a crock pot meal this weekend. So I'll see you then. Love you. Play nice now. Bye-bye.